Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Still playing Blueprints. Still struggling my way through Blueprints. And to answer your question, Dalinar's Blade, no, I'm making fun about the fact that you draft rooms in this house. I don't... The term drafty houses does not show up much in our common parlance, except in the hit classic Muppets Christmas Carol, referring to the dark and drafty houses that Ebenezer Scrooge sells. But I thought it was a funny joke, so it's the title of the stream. You know, when I make money off of YouTube, I will consider getting you a keg. It'll be pretty low on the list of priorities that I have, but you've done right by me far more than I've done right by you in my life, or at least recently in terms of, you know, buying video games. So if you want a keg, then I'd be very interested in fulfilling your wants and dreams when I have money. Okay. I have the 4 coins from last time, so I'm probably going to go to the trading post this time. Because I still haven't been here yet, and I need to explore things. Ooh, that's spicy. Interactable dynamite. You know, granted, not that I am going to do what you just said, but I think I just messed this puzzle up. Oh, hey. Never mind. Allowance token? Wow! I'm guessing that means that my allowance is... I start with that much money. Oh, so it's a trading post, but not for money. Okay. Okay, so I guess I'll have to come back here, hopefully if I get car keys again and whatever else. Imagine inheriting a house full of delightful puzzles and being given freedom to do nothing but try to solve aforementioned puzzles for I don't know how many days. Imagine not having the pressures of life weighing you down that would allow the freedom to just solve puzzles in this house. That's what I imagine. So this room has a black pawn. 2 of these are true. Statement box is true. Gems in a box with a true statement. And a free apple, too. Wow. I'm guessing that these are true, and this is false, and the gems are in the box that are not with a false and true statement. I mean, it's probably not doxing. I think most people who would know about those already know who I am in person, so I wouldn't call it doxing, just don't be too specific, you know? It is a really fun tradition. It's just, you know, staggering amount of work to pull it off. Just scrolling back up to my room map. Let's go down first. Chapel's pretty bogus. I'm gonna draft the chapel here and then just not go through it yet. Because that way I don't have to deal with the chapel later. Kitchen's cool, hallway's probably pretty good. Yes, I do remember, and having since proved that these logic puzzles, at least the first, probably dozen or so times, are going to be easy, I am not as stressed anymore about them. But yes, I definitely remember being stressed out. Okay, so I lose the sides here regardless. So I think I might even just go terrace. No, because I think if I don't spread yet from the patio, I wanted everything to be perfect the first time, but now it's like, okay, I'm gonna have bad runs and I have to deal with that. So I'm more happy to mess it up if needed than stress about it too much. I think I am going to go for the patio, and then I'll spread gems later, because I don't have to do that immediately, I don't think. So I don't actually know how to spread gems. Here, usually there's like an interactable you can... Unless it's just spreading when you enter, because that's how it is for some of them, I guess. No, I don't have the metal mines to be terrace. Commissary could be good, but I kind of just want to keep going up. Locked. Okay, cool. Hashtag blessed. Yeah. Well, that's fine. That's why we drafted the bedroom here, so we can come back through here if needed. Ooh, courtyard, that's pretty good. Except that it turns poorly. Nook is useless though, so I think it is courtyard. Unless we want to gamble it all on the closet and then go back down and explore out that way. I don't think I want to gamble it all, not when I have 3 gems. Look, a metal detector. Billiard room's okay. Take the key card for sure. It's a lot of coins, holy cow. There's still something else in the room? Hey! Okay, 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. No? 5 times 4? 2 times 2 divided by 4. 11 minus 1 times 2 divided by 4. And I guess I don't get a key card this time, but a bunch of keys is good. Workshop. I don't really want to dead end myself. I've got a lot of coins right now. Nice. Aquarium. Okay. Oh, and that unlocks the door that was locked? That's really nice. It looks like the same rooms. I think I'm going to go explore the entrance hall first. It's a bit risky, given how many potential steps I'm going to be taking, but I also want to see if there's anything that I've missed in previous rooms by checking with the metal detector. I think I'm going to go through the chapel here, because I have 13 coins. I can go in and out once. Car keys, ooh. But I think the commissary, there are a ton of shovel spots. Hoping I can buy a shovel. Or the sledgehammer, because I have the handle, so I just need the battery and I can craft. And the magnifying glass. Ooh, okay. Okay, I kind of want the sleeping mask, but the sledgehammer is more important. Pantry would be useless. So I think I'm just gonna spare green room. Look inside. There's a watering can. Okay. Not great. We've already used half of our steps today, but we haven't run into bedrooms yet. So hopefully we can still find some. And that will help balance out the semi-wasteful couple of days, or couple of moves. Don't need keys. I could just storeroom this. I think that's probably wise. Okay, do our... Nice. Shit. We'll set it to low for now, because I don't have a key card and I don't know that I can get a key card. We'll go unlocked for offline mode and see if we can get a breaker room in a convenient spot. Let's special order a shovel. Because I'm hoping that we can just make the battery-powered hammer thing this run and check it. That's the hope. I'm also desperate to get into the dark room. Because I have the magnifying glass this time. So I think I am just going to draft that, because I don't want to use the... Oh, shoot. Shoot. Don't screw me now. Crap. Crap. Bollocks. Well, that's something. Yeah, the dark room, especially the first time when you walk in and it all just falls out. It is a little stressful. Okay, so what that means is we have to go all the way back to the aquarium and hope that the house can continue from there. Which is a pain, but again, not yet the end of our run, and even if it is, c'est la vie. It's the dining room that we might be able to use later on. And we can accumulate some gems as we go through the green rooms. Drawing room's pretty good. That's honestly tempting. Just give up and go to the dark room and get that for the day. But I think we can do that. Till we at least get a free gem opening the hack safe. Okay, library could be pretty good. Let's see what we can do in here. So I got the guide to Reddington. I think we're just going to go down. Well, okay, no. Let's get drafting strategy, architectural digest. Because I think that's going to be the most overall helpful. Maybe that's wrong, because the fixed stars could be good for the frickin' observatory. Could give me something more to do in there. Or the pump system, because I am curious about the laboratory. And so maybe... Screw it, let's go for that. I'm hoping that, I don't know for sure, but I'm hoping that that affects the library and the laboratory in some way. Again, I don't think there's anything up here other than the records pages, but just check in. Rotunda is interesting. Archives, probably bad. Oh, good to know, good to know. I really don't want to give all of my gems to this, and the secret passage doesn't do me any real good, I don't think, when it's connected to the dark room. My greed makes me want to draft the Rotunda. Okay. Let's see. We got aces of spades. It looks like it's just a room that rotates. The garage is here, but I don't have any gems left because I'm literally the worst. Look, it has. Okay. Is this just a feature of the room I'm currently in? Because that would make sense. Always happy to have more fruits. We love more fruits. Also useless. So I think we go to the closet and at least get 2 items. That's okay. And the compass, that's pretty good. It makes sense that the Rotunda allows you to rotate rooms, and I'm grateful for it, but it's just it would be a handy feature to have for all rooms, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Laboratory. I think I have to go for the archives because it's such a good spot for it. It opens up so much of the rest of the house. It bites, but oh dear. That's fine. Coat check is important to have. just get the coat check. And that also really bites. Okay, well. Useless. Absolutely useless. No gems, man. I don't have gems. Great. And more keycards. I set security to low, man. It said 1 to 2, not freaking 3 or 4. Well. That blows. But that is a key card, so, well, what can you do? Black Queen is in here. I don't think I wrote that down. Stream quality just dropped drastically, but I'm not sure why it did, so apologies if it is lowering for you. Well, guess we can go check the broken handle or something. If there's anything else I can do, especially not with only 18 steps. We can go to the gymnasium at least. I'm pretty sure there was a key card there. Goose. The day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending services may contact Mrs. Babbage for details. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6th. So I'm guessing that's time and tie. No, I don't have the gem. Ah, absolutely useless. Am I just blind? No, there it is. Well. I solved this once. But I also didn't see it do anything. Jeez. Sorry, just YouTube keeps telling me that my stream is going poorly, but again, haven't changed anything. Anyway. Okay, well. Let's go see if the gym in the dark does anything. One, two, three, four. Technically, I don't have the answer to this one. I guessed it was an A, but that looks like a cliff or a shore. I don't know how that would relate to a dog tag. Or a necklace. Why is cutting power to the gym important? I guess that turns off the lose 2? Interesting. So the check numbers go up. Which is fascinating. I'm gonna check the broken lever, I think. Final answer. Something in this freaking house. This is day 9? Day 9. Okay. I like the tool shed. It's a good chance of getting a shovel and a sledgehammer. And I checked the frickin' broken lever. Shrine is pretty good. Shelter, I would like to open the room in the shelter, so I think I'm gonna go for the shelter. I said the safe in the shelter. Because I know what day it is. I don't want to connect this to the network. I'm 99% certain that the date the game starts on is November 4th. That would make today November 13th in game. But I don't know that for sure. And I don't know how long I've spent in here because the terminal doesn't tell me the time. The day starts at 8 o'clock, and so I'm assuming that because it could also be I could have the date wrong. Let me just scroll through my notes. Let's go to 11. I don't know. I was curious if that would work. I think I'm actually just going to go check the time and waste the steps. So I would rather not wait unnecessarily. So yeah, we could sit here and wait. Love a coin purse. That's a big win. Achievements are a box with a statement. So the quick way is that this is false, true, true. And then, yeah, we'll just go for it. Yeah, cool. Security is a good one to have. But go for it. Yeah. Yeah, we can just go for it. Okay. It's almost 11 o'clock. Their whole shtick is that it's a swan. So it's interesting that this is some kind of corvid. I mean, corvid definitely fits better. Thank you, Dalinar's Blade. If you didn't pick up on it, this time block safe should be set to open in about 25 in-game minutes, which is probably like 10 or 15 minutes IRL, which is kind of an oopsie to be out here this early, but I just don't want to miss it at this point because I have invested too much. Again, I still really am loving this game. Like, I would love to be able to just sit and play for hours on end, trying to actually figure things out. But alas, I have a full-time job and other responsibilities that prevent me from doing so. And, like, I love the slow burn of unraveling things. I love the Professor Layton games, where everything takes a while to figure out and come together, but when it comes together, it's magnificent. Or at least, like, the first three were. 4 was okay, and then I stopped playing consistently after that. So yeah, it gives similar vibes to Professor Layton, just with more fair puzzles, because some of those were just BS. The one where you have to plug the guy's nose with the corks instead of plugging the holes, that one was kind of annoying, because it's like, oh, ha ha ha, we tricked you. You have to know that you can interact with other things than we're explicitly telling you to. Yeah, whatever. Um, but most of the puzzles were really good. I have not played a good puzzle game in a long time. Puzzle like Blueprints puzzles, not like Pokemon Puzzle League. I'm interested in playing Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. It goes on sale consistently at this point, and so I plan to pick it up eventually. Because it's in a similar, you need to keep notes and track things down kind of vein. But I just, again, I have to be pretty intentional about what I play at this point. Because even the, like, spare minutes I have for Clair Obscure Expedition 33, it's like, okay, I wish I could just focus more on this. I'm so glad. So this is 7. That doesn't bode well for how many of these there are. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for these past years. Suspicions almost entirely aimed at yourself, and while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I have felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. The circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I'm aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. And now I have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under the cover of night across the Red Border to the southern seafront, and I believe that this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing. A date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the Ruby Crown. Spicy! If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible, and the fact that 2 of the Crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our skies are pulled back and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open, in that distant land I pray one day to find our Mary and safe, happy, and absolved. Okay, so that's spicy. So, the gems inside these saves are always red. And so it makes me wonder if the end goal of the game is to gather all 8 gems and use them to get into some kind of safe. Let me write some of this down. And Courtney is not a name that we've run into yet. Not to my memory, at least. There was the family tree in the root cellar. There is not a Courtney on the family tree, so it would have to be a family member not listed on that tree, maybe on Sinclair's other side rather than the Epson side. Because she calls it, okay, that's also making the assumption that this letter is addressed to Sinclair. And her cousin Mary. So that would mean likely a different one of his siblings had a child named Courtney, for them both to be cousins and yet still call Sinclair uncle. Anyway, happy to have that concluded. And now we get to see if I get to do anything else with the day with the few steps I have left. I have a door I could go explore in security, but I think I'm just going to start drafting on this side. There's the dark room. I don't have the magnifying glass, though, so it doesn't really matter. So I think I'm just going to get the gem instead. Commissary is probably okay here. Just being able to just buy the shovel. Nice. Nice. So jostling the... It's either jostling the breaker or the shelter is providing the protection. Just take the closet here, I think. Could be worse. Dining room. I want to read that book, but I think I want to keep the vertical momentum. Coat check is also pretty good. The EPCW pump system is engineered specifically for the luxury requirements of today's indoor in-ground swimming pool and spa. The EPCW system is also expandable, allowing you to use multiple pumps to control the water flow and volume to several different designated tanks and aquatic features, be it an aquarium, fountain, or good-old-fashioned swimming pool. Water level indicators. Whether you're using a single tank system or an array of pumps, the water control panel serves as a central hub to your EPCW system. The panel is fitted with a number of buttons equal to your own home's needs, one button for each different water source on the estate. Function is simple. Press this button to select the water source you would like to adjust. For example, if you wish to drain or fill your pool, simply press the button to make a pool. Excuse me. Regardless of the number of pumps or water sources being used, water can only be adjusted from a source if its corresponding button is selected. After you've selected a source using the water control panel, the next step is to set the pump associated with that source to pump either in or out. This will initiate water flow to or from one of your supply tanks. Blue tank, lever, source. Pump may be connected to more than one tank, allowing you to store and retrieve even more water, recommended for cleaning larger Olympic-sized pools. In these cases, the tank a pump is using can be changed by a simple flip of a switch. Okay. Okay, that's neat, cute, etc., etc., etc. I didn't know I had a silver key. Yeah, so it's always a ruby inside these. I think corridor is okay. Let's draft this room before we... Do we draft this room? Dining room's right here. If we can get up 2 more, that's... No, I need 3 more to get to rank 8, and I don't think that's likely. Okay, let's go... Billiard room could be really good. I haven't had the greenhouse though. But this would be poor soil. If my math is right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 6. Could be really bad to close this path off with the greenhouse when I could billiards room or redraw. Okay, I think I'm gonna go billiards. Also a risk in its own right, but... Two of them? Holy cow. $16. No. 8. Eight. 19 minus 11 times 3 divided by 12. Okay. Useless. Fine. Also useless. Holy cow. I'm actually kind of curious about the showroom. I don't think I have enough coins for a luxury item, but I've never been. Boudoir gets me closer to a meal, though. Yeah, let's try. Okay. All of these are really cool. How the... I guess the vault is a way to do it. But how the heck you're supposed to get... Delightful, though. Go to the pool. I am very interested in figuring out what's up with this. Pool rules. The draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Each... Okay, drafting pool rules. I get it, I get it. No running. Ha! Car keys, just taunting me. Just taunting me. Coat check's right there, so I can easily go. Up 6. I think one goes to 5 and 3. Can't dump any more water into there. Yes, I am dumping swimming pool water into the reservoir because reasons. That is enough to buy the moon pendant. Assuming I don't dally in the chapel too much. Because all of the items I currently have are ones I would not hate having again. And so I think I might go buy the moon pendant. There wasn't anything else in the commissary I needed. But also, the chapel was... Okay, let's just go buy it. I don't know what you mean by getting the gallery. The showroom, yeah. I don't know if I need to connect back to security. I've already used the utility closet as far as I'm aware. As far as I know, the only thing security would get me is knowledge of whether or not I've left things behind in previous rooms. I think we'll just get the guest bedroom. Happily take a key. Yeah, I hate to rub it in, but Blueprints just loves me more. So we learned the name of number 5. The maid's quarters had a statue. And named this one Mila, M-I-L-A. So that's 2 names that we have. Mila and like Rain or something. Rin. Let's go. Continue. So I'm also curious why the room is like angled like that. But c'est la vie. Okay. Gymnasium is probably okay. I can go get dinner and then come back up and explore the rest of the house from the gymnasium, I think. Do I have to I have to go in? That's a shame. Jeez. Ah. What a shame. So clock with the same markings in the sauna. That's potentially big. All the locked doors. Conference room gives me the most access. We'll go for it. Because I do have unfinished questions in here. The office safe. Yeah. I also don't have. Is this plant and plan? So a T? Come on. Come on, man. Still need knowledge from up here, so I'm just gonna go up here. I was curious if it would just let me spin the handle just for kicks and giggles. Okay, so how has the room changed? These are the windows. Okay. That box is infuriating. Because I could see it be Holly for the manor. This, because it could be world, it could be paint, it could be globe, it could be draw, it could be hand. But that box, it's like box, crate, shipment. Anyway, so this is the direction the picture was taken from. Assuming that the picture was taken in this room. The windows match, so I assume it is. And so that means tree here, safe here, mannequin and mirror over here. Everything was rotated in here somehow. Mirror doesn't seem to have any secrets for me. The mannequin doesn't seem to have any secrets for me. Take a key. Yeah, fitting. You think you got it? The crate or the boudoir room? Crate. Create. So E. I wrote down create as the solution, but if that's not what you got, okay, yeah. So what about the box and the chart still? Any idea? Shoebox. Okay. This floor pattern doesn't seem to... Rug pattern doesn't seem to mean anything. So if everything was rotated over... Does that mean anything, though? In the reflection, we can see the door frame that would presumably be on this side. Kind of. Or that's another window on that side. I feel like the solution to the safe code has to be in this... Okay, it doesn't have to be, obviously, but I feel like it's likely that it is. That somehow there's a solution. It seems like a pretty standard ballerina pose. The safe is not in the same spot. The safe was where the table is, and it's now in the opposite. It's inside the wall in the corner. The phonograph is spinning. I can't hear anything, though. So there are 4 colors on the tree, and there are 5 colors among the presents. But if we match the colors on the tree to the presents, that could be something. Because there are 4 purple ornaments and 1 purple box. 2 blue ornaments and 2 blue boxes. 2 yellow. And then technically 4, if we're counting that as yellow. 4 yellow wrapping articles. And then 3 red, and then 5 red in addition. But that is all still single digits. But there's nothing to tell me what the order to enter them in would be. 8. And yeah, that would have been too easy. I don't think I've seen a ballerina elsewhere in the house. And so, I mean, obviously there are ballet style shoes. I thought maybe that was just an assumption. A high heel here, sandals here. Hinges are on the same side, so presumably it is the same safe. Let's see anything written on either of these. There is no candelabra in this room. The other issue is that there's just nothing interactable in the room except the safe that I've seen. The safe is the only thing wrapped with that wrapping paper. It really does look like another window here. But maybe it's just the... No, because there's actual stars outside. Hegelian ship hosting. Have you opened that safe yet? I don't necessarily want to know how, I just want to know if you have. Yeah, the floor pattern doesn't seem to evoke anything specific about opening it. Six. I don't even feel like I'm on the cusp of anything. I just feel like I could solve this if I knew what I was doing. I feel like I'm lacking some kind of signification. And maybe on some level it's just me delaying the fact that I have to decide whether to open that door or this door. Paintings on the wall seem to be absent too. Obviously those are a recent addition from the things we've read about the house, so presumably they don't matter. I mean, if I got a safe for Christmas, I wouldn't necessarily want to label it or give a code for it that is indicative of a specific time and place like this that I would conveniently leave a picture of in the room. But the only reason I can think of having this picture in the room in terms of the game is to be a password for the safe. Passcode, I guess, in this case. I mean, there's some light source from the back right of the place shining. That light source would have been over here, shining on the tree. But it doesn't seem... I mean, yeah, I don't know. This lamp should theoretically be casting a shadow on more than just the mannequin. Maybe I need to, like, find the Santa hat to put on the mannequin, and that will give me the code. Because that's the biggest thing that is in the picture but not in the picture, is the Santa hat. Or maybe I will get clothing to put on the mannequin that will then cast a shadow. Because again, the mannequin's the only thing casting a shadow when there should be many other things. And obviously it's not ray traced or anything, but you have to be intentional about placing shadows in this kind of game. Presumably, these shadows change with the time of day, so they probably aren't indicative of anything. It's kind of an incomplete shadow being cast over here. And I mean, from the angle that this picture is taken, I feel like this lamp should reflect in that mirror, at least a little bit. That is, of course, assuming that it is a mirror. I've looked at it with the magnifying glass, and it doesn't look like much. But presumably, it does let us continue the chain of lights going around the top of the room. Okay. I have thought about it for now, and hopefully planting these notions in my brain will help sift things out eventually. Do I go to this room or do I go down here? These doors are both locked. As far as I know, based on the drafting rules, there is no distinction. There's no point in distinguishing between the two. It's not going to matter. But it could theoretically matter. I think I'm going to go down here unless someone has strong opinions otherwise. Just so I can make sure I can get to the rooms that I'm interested in. Okay, whatever. Let's just save the steps. Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's something. So let's go drain water from the aquarium. Hope we didn't kill all the fish. So, hay and match. Hay. Wheat. Strike. Flame. Fire. So what does draining Liz even do? Oh. Something in a drawer in the archives? That looks like the normal bedroom. What could be in the normal bedroom? Underneath the barbecue grill, there's an X. If there are secret messages in these aquarium tanks, I would appreciate pointing them out so I don't have to find them again. So I don't have to have the aquarium and the pool pump room emptied. Because again, I can see the X under here. I can see the arrow pointing to the bottom filing cabinet here. But I don't see anything for the bedroom. Or I'm assuming the patio is this one, so I have that one. I don't know for sure what room this is. It could be the drawing room because of that chair. But I think those benches are in the drawing room. And then washing room again. I don't see any note, any mark, any clue. Once again, paging chat, if you know anything, feel free to let me know. Backseating is okay if it means I don't have to find this room combination again. Do I need to fill them up partially, because that's going to cost a lot of steps, and I don't know that I could get back to where I want, because I want to go to the coat check, and actually I don't know if I need to go to the coat check. Well, I guess I can always just watch the stream. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. X in front of middle dryer. Yeah, I can always watch back if I missed something. Final call. If anyone in the chat knows about this room or the bedroom aquarium, let me know, please. I've drafted both the bedroom and the archives, and so I plan to go check those out if I can get to the dining room and still have enough steps. So I could go and fill this room again, but that would take the rest of my steps. I wouldn't be able to get back and check out anything. I'm gonna go check the archives, because that's on the way. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, yeah. Aggravating. I also kind of want to see if having the moon necklace changes anything about the bedroom. And so I don't really want to use all my steps going back, but I... Okay. Okay. We're done. Pro crown. So assuming that my other letters are correct, that limits to what the the box in the chart could be. Anyway. I don't know if I want to check anything, because I don't necessarily want to have a broken handle in there. And the moon pendant's going to give me some of these items still. So I think I'm just going to leave it. Yeah, figured as much. But it is pretty definitively the bedroom that is that aquarium. I mean, there's nothing else like the bed in the aquarium doesn't have these little pillows, and it doesn't have the picture of the books, and the chair is gone and the bookshelves aren't there. But it is essentially the same thing. Anyway, I'm super tired, so this is probably my last run for today. Just want to see what else I missed. Lockpick kit, of course. Of course I did. Whew. Gotta be more thorough, I guess. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna call it, I think. See what we get with the moon pendant. Anyway, thank you all for watching. This stream was a little more productive than Monday's was, but still difficult. In the description I commented on this, but I'll say it out loud at the end of the stream. I'm planning to potentially be streaming impromptu over the next week, just because I've been thinking about this game a lot and would like to get more work done on it. I would like to progress it further. And also, I'm planning to stream Into the Radius 2 on Friday. Just because I haven't played it in a while and I would like to stream VR, get used to that. And also Into the Radius 2 is just phenomenal, so... yeah. Still working on a video. Turns out I get Memorial Day off work, and so that'll be a whole day to work on the video, which I'm hopeful could still come out this month. It all depends on whether I can have another good writing day soon. I have not been able to. I've actually had to do my job at work recently, and that's made it hard to find time to write. So, yeah, anyway. Good times, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.